20 hours into Pokemon Sword and Shield, I ask myself, is Hop the most annoying NPC since Navi from Ocarina of Time?
I'm Mac Fraser.
I'm Backrolls, and we're the Nintendo Nerds.
We're a comedy and gaming duo here to help you craft and play your way to a better day.
We met during some spirited online Mario Kart and discovered we share a love for art, gaming, and all things Nintendo.
So stick around, because in today's video, we will be reviewing Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield for the Nintendo Switch.
Now, the internet is pretty divided right now over Pokemon Sword and Shield. Many fans were upset over the Pokédex not including the entire roster, and another side of the internet showed up on Twitter to voice their support of Game Freak and all the great games they have made over the years. Moving this long-beloved franchise to the Switch was clearly a gigantic undertaking. Director Shigeru Omori stated that he set out to create the ultimate Pokemon game, and Game Freak nearly doubled its internal team since Sun and Moon in order to transition to the Switch.
The Nintendo Switch is also a far more robust piece of hardware than the 3DS, so with that comes a slew of new technical challenges to overcome. But this is Pokemon we're talking about here, a franchise with a storied history of more than 20 years. Expectations for this game are rightfully high. Did they achieve their own personal goals of being able to create the ultimate entry in the series? Like so many games, we've got both good and bad things to say about it. I'm sharing my thoughts from a playthrough of Pokemon Shield.
And my partner and I are playing through the game on Sword and Shield together at the same time. I am also playing on Pokemon Shield, but have seen the in-game variations firsthand. So let's dive right in with what is new that we like.
The wild area is the most exciting new addition here. The vast landscape is teeming to the brim with all your favorites and is a terrific place to train and catch Pokemon. It's a testament to what the future of the series could possibly be. Encountering Pokemon that are too strong for you to capture turns normal battles into mini boss fights.
And the stadium set up for gym battles is a fun and exciting premise. The fact that gym battles are back is a welcome return after Sun and Moon's ambitious, but overall not as strong Trials series. The stadium setting makes you feel like the stakes are really high each time you fight for a new badge. While admittedly I was skeptical from afar, Dynamax and Gigantamax forms are actually pretty cool, and aren't as overwhelming to combat as they appear from the outside, especially considering you only see these in the arena.
You have several rivals along the way this time, each presenting their own challenges. And having each of them building their teams as you do adds to the feeling that there's a bigger world out there than when you'd had just one solitary rival in the old games. It's a great idea to add some more complexities to the rivalries, although it might have been at the expense of adding any real complexity to Hop. Because let's be honest, he's the worst. But we're gonna get to that.
This high level of customization that you can offer your avatar is really fun and perfect for the wide open online spaces of the Switch, and the tradable playing cards are frankly enjoyable to design.
All of that being said, this was Pokemon's transition to the big time, with the mainline series debut on a console setting. We might be getting a little nitpicky here, but there are some things we didn't enjoy about this entry.
Now, there's actually not that many Pokemon to trade between Pokemon Sword and Shield. In the first console iteration, you'd hope for more incentive to trade between the two.
The wild area gets a little chunky and slow when you take it online, or when there's too many Pokemon on the screen, and overall the game has a number of stuttering frame rate issues and random long idle animations that the series has been having a problem with for several generations now.
And Hop may be the most annoying NPC since Navi. He acts as a constant roadblock and whiny counterpart, and his dialogue is incredibly repetitive. Everywhere you go, it's listening to long monologues about how Hop is gonna be the champion, and Hop wants to defeat his brother, and how Hop's feelings are hurt because he got his ass beat. I don't care anymore. I don't care. I want to leave him behind in the wild zone with an extremely strong-looking Beware.
Animations overall are uneven. However, it should be said that some of them are dazzling. Dynamax battles are exciting and bombastic, and then sometimes attacks are displayed by simply shifting the model of your Pokemon up and down a few times. The same can be said for character animations. While your avatar and the rendered cutscenes look pretty darn good, Hop's hamburger lips when he speaks in battle are just unsettling. Those trees everyone was complaining about from E3 have not improved either. And the characters and interiors of the houses begin to get a bit repetitive. In a game where you've designed over 400 Pokemon, why does every trainer in the Fairy Gym have the same face?
Now, a lot of these routes are fairly small. The forest can be walked through in one length of motion capture and has only 2 large grass patches, which I find ironic because a lot of people sat around and watched a 24-hour live stream in order to see what this forest could offer. The cities look really grand, but nothing comes close to the grandeur that Lumio City had to offer in Pokemon X and Y. 5 badges in, I still haven't found a city bigger than Celadon City from Red and Blue.
There's not really a storyline to be found here either, even though the game starts off with some serious promise. It's just move from one city to the next, get the badge, move on. Team Yell doesn't even have an imposing presence.
Finally, we don't love most of the new roster. This is the first time I've taken my starter out of my lineup with no intentions of putting it back onto my team, and I'd say that I wouldn't reveal which one for fear of internet hate, but it's all of them for me. I don't really take to any of these 3, and I think that many of the new Pokemon in this installment follow the same arc. A promising starter Pokemon followed by something maybe an 8-year-old boy would design or like. But to be fair, that was exactly what I was when I first started playing Pokemon, an 8-year-old boy.
What we've been talking about are things we wish Game Freak would improve upon because we're longtime fans who have been playing these games for years. However, if you're new to Pokemon, returning to Pokemon after a long time, or you're looking to introduce a young one in your life to Pokemon, it's pretty unlikely that you will have the same gripes. Despite the Pokedex cuts, we can still find enough of our past favorites to fill out several teams. So if you're no stranger to the series, then here's what you can expect. While Game Freak always draws us in with cute, new starters and a shiny new veneer, under it all, it's still the same core game it was 20 years ago. Battle, collect, trade. And curse a lot when your 8th Great Ball breaks open and the Pokemon escapes. Just get in there already!
Overall, I can't shake this feeling that the team had some really great ideas they wanted to spend some more time refining, and a promising world that needed some more fleshing out. But with so many other mainline titles in the Nintendo lineup being delayed into 2020, Pokemon Sword and Shield needed to be finalized and released. While I wish there were some more fully realized world moments, Pokemon is a classic because the formula is fun at the end of the day. All gripes in, I still found myself doing little else all weekend than grinding in the woods, determined to find a shiny Galarian Ponyta, which I have not found, by the way. And that kind of monster hunting is what I've been looking for as a gentle balance to the smashing and splatooning. We look forward to also having a post-game opinion on this once we can spend some time in the online multiplayer foray.
Overall, despite our gripes, we think you should get this game if you like the classic Pokemon formula and have been waiting for its debut on the Switch. It doesn't break down any boundaries, but it's still a bright, fun world to delve into with all the modern nuances that Pokemon battling has to offer.
Let us know what you think of Pokemon Sword and Shield. Did you also find it significantly harder to catch Pokemon after the 3rd gym, or is that me being paranoid? Let us know in the comments section below, and be sure to hit that subscribe button for more nerdy content.
As always, we hope you leave this video ready to pick up a Pro Controller, a paintbrush, or a pen. I'm Mac Fraser.
I'm Backrolls, and this has been the Nintendo Nerds.